Yeah, yeah. All right. All right. We've made it. I think we're good now. Awesome. Awesome. So you can all enjoy my suave, beautiful voice without me needing to shout, which is good. I can hear myself though. That's not fun. There we go. I think. Okay. Cool. We made it. Thank you all so much for coming here tonight. I'm very glad from the response that you guys have given me. Um, as you know now, we've created this brand new studio, Vox Prima, working on smaller games with close friends, and Sandy, my girlfriend, also. We've been working on it for several months now. It's getting pretty cool. We're pretty close to having a demo. We're aiming March, April. March for you guys, April for publishers, so we can, design and polish and debug it together and send it into the void, hoping that the interest catches up and we can finance the best game that we want to do. So, again, thank you for being here. I was thinking to proceed, perhaps. We'll play the build as it is right now a little while, show you the progress that we've made. It's gonna be in Unity, so you're gonna see all the tools that we're using, all the work process that we're putting forward. And I made a little test yesterday with a lot less people just to see if I liked doing that. And I've made a very small dungeon scene from scratch, so the people were able to see the progress, how we start a map from scratch. I was thinking to do that again, maybe, if there are still people here tonight, so we could literally design a dungeon together. I'll show you the design process that I'm using. It's very simple, and then just have fun, start drawing rooms and putting monsters and precious loot and see how it goes. So if that sounds good to you guys, it's all for you, eh? So if you got proposition, suggestions, how you want things to be. I'm learning here. I'm really brand new at this, but I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty fun. So especially just talking with you guys is the best part. So feel free, to make proposition. If you have questions about anything, I'll keep watching the chat so I can answer any question regarding game dev or the industry or whatever. So that's about it. Just move that. There you go, the Unity screen. Is hello. It's all black. Oh, damn. Sorry. I think I made a mistake. Alright. Okay, that's better. Cool, so as some of you may know, we're making a dungeon crawler game and we're thinking of mixing it with an investigation kind of dialogue game, overarching the whole experience. Inspired by old school CRPGs, and also modern one. I'm taking hints and good ideas from like Disco Elysium, but also I'm remembering my old favorite games like Fallout 2 and just trying my hand at it. It's the first time that I'm diving this deep into storytelling and dialogues, so that's the challenge for me this time. I'm trying to get good at it fairly quickly. So this is basically the monastery where the story takes place. So you're playing Theodore Warl, which is kind of a investigator Templar, being summoned to this abbey to check out a few weird things that's been happening there. I've studied a lot to know how a monastery usually is configured, the architecture, um, the layout of the place. So you've got the big basilica over here, of course. Next to it is the cemetery, where a big portion of the investigation will take place. There's a cloister where monks can go and chill and meditate. There's a dormitory over here where they go to sleep. The refectory over here where they go to eat. Uh, just a rough overview of the architecture of the place. Um, there's a basement as well from which you access the actual dungeon. So I say let's fire it up. As you can see, it's really in progress. I mean, it's pretty complex to do to make sure that the level design and the NPC placement, the shop givers, the quest is really tight and well structured. So I'm taking my time to do that. I've redone it maybe 10 times already just to be sure that I'm doing it correctly. But I don't mind. It's part of the learning process. So normally you will learn with me. Let's see the game screen instead. So for now, I've put all of my shop giver at the same place so that I can access them quickly, testing the prices of stuff. And we also have a forge from which we can modify our trusty swords and add effects on it. If I try to use it right now, it's not polite, so it'll tell me to ask permission from the blacksmith. You see first iteration of our dialogue system with portraits and dialogue choices and whatnot. So I'm asking him, can I use your forge? Would you mind? Those are all placeholder texts for sure right now. As the script progresses, the dialogue should be better, I hope. So now I can use the forge. Eventually, into the dungeon, you will find a bunch of parts that you can equip. Right now, I have a few. So if I equip them, I will have the ability to slide away and attack on a successful parry, or just dodge. I won't install them for now. I just want you guys to see the basic game. This is an aspect that we're working on. So you can walk around the abbey and start to have a look at what it looks like. So. Getting into the cloister. Thank you, Killbot. Yeah, Sandy is super talented as a pixel artist, so yeah. I'm no longer at Cradle Games. Things move on, things change, and so we try to keep up. It was a good time while it lasted, but sometimes life takes you elsewhere. So I'm gonna head down into the basement. So that's the little map that I've made yesterday with my first test. So before yesterday, that map didn't exist. So it gives you an impression of how fast we can produce dungeons with the tool that we've made. So that was pretty cool. This is a cellar where I can purchase some wine, fill up my bottle. The character starts as an alcoholic, so that's the way that he heals into the game. I'm thinking maybe having him quit during the story to start using prayers instead to heal himself. So let's talk to the cellar. So this is logos. Sometimes when you talk to NPCs, one of the three discourse appeals of Aristotle will appear during a dialogue that gives you additional hints and insights into what's happening. So There's logos, ethos, and pathos. So basically, logic, ethic, and pathology, emotions. And depending on the choice of dialogue that you made as well, you will deepens the relation with one of the three appeals. So for now, he's noticed that the seller knows from which monk order you belongs to, so he's a little more informed that you thought. Oh man, Fallout is it would be an honor to be compared to Fallout. It's one of my all-time favorite for sure. So we actually talked with Chris Avlon a few while back. That was so cool, man. We set up a call with Chris Avlon and prepared a bunch of questions for some other demo that we were doing, and get to ask the dude like how to craft dialogue, to craft dungeons, and he sent us the old document about how to make quests in Fallout. I'm talking about it, I got goosebumps again, man. It was such a great time. Anyways, for now, let's ask him for some candles, because there's a lantern mechanic in the game. When you've entered to the dungeon, you need candles in order to have some light. It may affect the enemies, may attract them, may repulse them sometime, may makes weirder stuff appear, but we thought it was a cool mechanic. Sometimes it can apply special effects to a character, maybe damage the enemies. For now, I will just fill my potions. Eventually you can increase your gourd size to be able to, drink more. I'm walking into the crypt, which is where the demon door is going to be located. Depending on how far we can push the story, we'll see. We're getting pretty ambitious with the story, but something would attract you into the crypt at night, and so you kind of discover a hidden room in the crypt filled with satanic markings, and that's the entry of the dungeon. It's not done yet. I was starting it yesterday, but we'll enter the dungeon via some other route. Here's the blacksmith. Let's pass in the Basilica just for fun. And down into the dungeon we go. There we are. So we have a sword sheathing mechanic, so if the sword is sheathed, you walk a little faster. So some of you may notice we're using a normal mapping for pixel art, which is a pretty cool piece of technology, especially if lighting is an important feature in your game. So it kind of feels 3D. If you can notice, the light affects one side of the asset more than the other, just like it would in 3D. Every pieces of props and objects that we made first are modeled in 3D by me. And then I render them into 3ds Max for normal mapping. I send this to Sandy for dressing up in the pixel art style. So it's a pretty cool pipeline I think we've come up with. Makes the environment that much more immersive. We've totally revamped the attack animation, the attack system for the character. It was super basic if some of you have played the first demo, but now it's closer to something like Children of Morta or Drova Forsaken Sin, something like that. So now there's a 2-move combo attack. Some animation are not finished. As you can see, we pre-rendered with a 3D dummy to have fast references, and then Senzi dresses it up with our characters. But oh, thanks, Atreon. Yeah, it's pretty fun to realize how the tools have evolved since then. I mean, I'm a kid of the Super Nintendo, so that's my console of choice ever. That's what made me do video games today, I think. So I've always wanted to make a Super Nintendo kind of graphic game. So finally, at 40 years old, I can finally do it. But yeah, technology has evolved a lot. I mean, the animation tools, the environment tools, dungeon building stuff. You'll be able to see that a little later. I'll show it all. So I can start to investigate a little bit and what are those markings around the environment. And the log at the bottom tells us a description from those. Those may update your dialogue option as well. When you go back up into the monastery, you start to interrogate the monks. Let's say I continue. We're gonna make those coin auto pickup, and I'm tired of pressing spacebar every time to collect the coins. Here's a new enemy that we've done recently. Just had to make a zombie or a draugr, call it what you will. A slow one that's just fun to bash. Great, I'm glad you like it, Yogurt. It's cool. I like it when like different folks have different. Are reminded of different games while they play our stuff. So it's cool. It shows that there's some kind of richness in the references that we use. So that's a big important mechanic. We don't have a dodge. We don't have a block. You're playing an old guy. This guy is 50 years old. He's an ancient warrior, but he's not used to having to put that much muscles into an affair. So all he can do is parry. So parrying is the most important mechanic into the game. We're trying to make it quite generous, so it's not too hard. It's not Sekiro level of skill demand, but you can see I'm trying to make it kind of rewarding with that big special effects. Oh, missed. There you go. Just die. Good. Yep, never too old to live your dream, man. That's life lesson is there if there's one. Full of potions. I should have deleted my save game. That door is supposed to be locked, and I'm teaching you about locks and keys, so you need to explore a little bit. Another enemy type, the crawler. It's a bit too annoying right now. It's pretty recent, but it's supposed to be kind of a demonic lizard entity. Super hard to parry. I'm gonna tweak that. Yeah, Blasphemous had a very cool parrying system as well. It's a big inspiration for us, especially because we kind of share the same kind of religious setting to some degree. Here's another enemy type, the ghost. They're supposed to ambush you at this point, but I think I've broken something. They just stand there. Happens. So we're trying to have some cool dance between the player and the enemies, you know, hit, parry, parry, hit. I'm trying to have something musical with that beat, so that's what I'm trying to go for when I tweak the gameplay. I'm very proud of my doors. You cannot imagine how complicated it was just to do that. One reality with 2D pixel art games is a notion called sorting. So that's the black bees to nail when you do a pixel art game. Basically, sorting is figuring out which object is in front or behind another. So now I had animated doors within a door frame that was circular with an arc here. So, man, yeah, needed a lot of work, but works. So I'm happy. Another aspect that we've put quite a lot of effort on as well is hiding the walls correctly, so that the walls never hide the main character. And as I'm saying that, it's totally buggy, so that looks fine. But basically, yeah, we have to separate the walls that we want hidden when the player gets behind them. So we'll stop talking and start fighting a bit before I get destroyed. Yeah, breaking things is definitely a big part of the development and a big part of the fun. I mean, bugs can be hilarious sometimes. So I'm finding a secret passage. Eventually we're gonna hide, of course, the room that's behind the secret passage. For now it's not done yet, but you can see some ominous blood splatter everywhere, so you might be careful how you progress. What's that? Oh shit! Yeah, I love the flesh melting animation on that enemy. Let's drink some wine. As you can see in the log, Theodore is now slightly inebriated. Does nothing for now, but maybe I like the concept. Let's get the loot. Open the big chest. Don't you love that loot popping out of the chest? And I've acquired a precision tempering, so that's a sword part that I'll be able to equip on my sword once I go back to the forge. So you see right now we made it that parrying cancels any actions almost that you're doing, so it's very, very permissive. It's still difficult. You still need the reflex to press it at the right moment, so you guys will be able to tell us if it's too easy or whatnot. Yep. Dimensions of the game feel very like Halls of Torment. I heard that before, and I kind of feel ashamed that I don't know what it is. I feel like I should know what it is. Those goddamn lizard. Can't wait to tweak them. Bon. If it's a mechanic you have to use, it should be easy, or maybe you can give it multiple windows where there is large window and parrying reward of an attack and the small perfect parry windows. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're going for. We have a perfect and an imperfect parry. So if you parry too soon, you still get the hit, then there will be a damage reduction applied. But yeah, we also think like if it's the only defensive move that he's got, might as well make it accessible, you know. All the doors are open because of my save game. Should have deleted it. Checkpoint, finally. Finding little notes here and there. I'm starting to inject more and more of the story inside of the dungeons. I was actually about to say exactly what you've already implemented then. See, we can read each other's mind, man. Gamers are awesome. Yeah, there's quite a bit of folks here. Good thing that I can interrupt these ghosts. And I had the time to kill both of them before the zombie came to me. Yep. Partial damage for imperfect parry. We have a cool bug with the imperfect parry. I don't know if it's still on. Yeah, I'm sliding to infinity right now. Dan's already fixed it. In the next build it will be fixed. I think Dan is here. Dan is our programmer. So he's also a dev helping us out. Oh damn, here's an ambush. These folks appeared in my back. We're using additive scenes for the enemies and the loot, which is pretty cool because then you have the dungeon shell, let's say, an empty dungeon with no enemies, no loot, and we can add many different setup of loots or of enemies, so that's pretty nice. Let's say you reach dungeon level 10, well, the level 1 now has different enemies, tougher enemies in them, so you can revisit it. These lizard. Well, not again. At least they only do 1 point of damage. I need to tweak the push effect that it has when you hit an enemy so that they dance together. When I hit the enemies, he gets pushed back the same amount as the player moves forward while attacking. So that's something that we're gonna tweak soon. Oh, not the lizard again! It's because he gets right under my feet and I can't hit him, man. Ah, no, I can't die. Me and Cindy were playing this afternoon and we kind of both got the same impression. It would be cool if we had a stamina bar. Oh my god, so many lizards. Oh my god, I'm not gonna last. Get out. Whew. That was stressful. A potion. Here's a new enemy type, the Skull Collector. I think he's broken. I think he doesn't shoot projectile. Hello? Yeah, he doesn't shoot projectile, but he teleports. Oh, double parry. I know there's a chest there. Maybe I could get a potion. Yeah, sword port. Craft ore, so that's going to be used to upgrade your sword damage. And I've reached the end. So that's gonna be the Lady of the Lake character eventually, the little spirit guy that you see here. There's gonna be one in each floor of the dungeon, and he offers you the choice right now to either upgrade your life or upgrade your fervor, which is basically your magic bar. After which he disappears. So right now. I'm gonna upgrade my life. I worry about my body. So, I made that last week. Nothing works, but the concept is there. We're eventually gonna make it work. So that's a shortcut to go back to the beginning of the level. A well-defended bridge. Potion. Whoa. I should say wine, not potion. Oh, nice. That's a nice door. Can I still open it? Yeah, kinda. So, as you can see, I'm back at the beginning of the level. So, I could go back out into the abbey, upgrade my stuff. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, we have a quick debug level map to choose where you want to teleport inside the monastery. Let's go up here. Got a bit of money. Here, I need to buy some wine, dude. I need a drink after all this. And can I upgrade? Oh, don't think so. Broken. We like it. Go to the forge. Little icons to tell me if there's a new part that I've acquired. So I got precision tempering. You can see it changes the color of the metal that I'm using. It's a little buggy trying to... Okay, here we go. That's better. As for the guards, I don't have any. The grip. I like the counter attack. Did I get the counter attack? Yeah, that one's pretty cool. So on perfect parry, I will automatically counter attack. There's one that reflects the projectile. I think that's the best one of them all. I can upgrade my sword tier, as you see at the top. I need a bit of money, 10 bucks, that's not very expensive, but just to debug, and one crafting ore. So you can see like 3 different types of ore that we're gonna find throughout the game. So pretty similar to Dark Souls. You know, the more you upgrade your sword tier, the more rare material you're gonna need, and so that's kind of a way to gauge your damage progress. What's that little sound? I hear bling. I think it's a follow. A few seconds. Kill bot is followed. I think that's it. Hey, thanks, man. Every system already look promising. Thank you, thank you. It was quite a headache to try to come with something not too expensive but still deep enough to carry an at least 10-hour game. So. Because we knew we probably wouldn't have the resources to make many different weapons. So that's a hard decision that we've took early in the production. Say, okay, we're gonna focus on the sword. It's a Templar. It fights with a sword. It doesn't come with a big maul or a katana. So we thought, okay, it's gonna be a Templar game. You're a monk. That sword has a story as well, and it's given to you by the Lady of the Lake, as you will see in the final game. So, say let's focus on the sword. Customize the sword, change it in many different ways, make a beautiful graphic just for it. So there's only one weapon, but we're trying to make it very deep. Let's upgrade the sword tier. Boom. Can I do it again? Do it again. Cool, so now I should be able to kill quicker. That rune slot, yeah, that's a special thing that we're gonna make soon. I won't spoil it for now. Back into the dungeon. Right now it will make all the enemies respawn. We've yet to come up with exactly what we want to do with that. Oh, counter attack. Forgot. Let's not disturb those goddamn lizards. Fail. Come on. Doing. Yeah, okay. It's not super polished, but it's working. We're gonna try to tweak the hit stops. Whenever there's an impact, there's a bit of a freezing of the action to make it feel like there's some resistance to what you're hitting. So during that hit stop, we can make it clearer that there's a counter attack, or there's a dodge, or there's a parry, or whatever. Okay, let's go down to the next floor. It's been 50 minutes already. Maybe I'll play a little bit more. It's longer than I thought, but I can play a little bit more, and maybe we can jump into Unity to make a dungeon. As you can see, already at the second floor, the look and feel is slightly different. So, yeah, we're reusing the Dungeons asset a lot, but I can, tweak the color of the lighting, tweak the brightness, the saturation, the contrast, just so that every floor feels a little bit different, even though it's the same asset, basically. I'm never sure if I'm gonna get ambushed. Oh, yep. Hahaha, counter attack is strong. Yeah, I'm killing much faster now. Love those upgrades, eh? That's not gonna be free. No, I knew it. You'll notice that I forget all the time what I designed, so the enemy placement I don't remember exactly what. That was cheap. A good old palette swap is a big part of the NES aesthetic. Yeah. It works. I mean, why change a working formula, We're gonna make, different version of the enemies, different colors, for different toughness, just like Diablo 1. Oh, there's a new enemy, the Stalker. Damn. And another one, the little imp, which is ignoring me. Nope, not quite. Yeah. I'm getting good at this. Supposed to be a chest here. Oh well. can shoot fireball. It's just a quick spell that we've made. It's not going to be that in the final game. We got much cooler effects for Theodorus, but yeah, that's a thing. Oh! Yeah, this one doesn't get interrupted when I hit him, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, he's waiting just a little bit too long before he attacks, so it makes me waste my parrying. The animations are quite fluid for being so early on. Yes. I mean, Sandy is one of the best in the industry. There's no doubt about it. She worked on Game Boy Advance game like Ninja Turtles and Prince of Persia. And she's just amazing. Works fast too. So I found the spirit of this level. Give me a useless life upgrade. Ouch. Blocked. Need to go around. Uh-oh, another ambush. Hey, I can one-shot them now. Yes. Move. I think there was a chest up here. Yep, another ambush. Yeah, man. Who's the designer? And we've GM'd. Pretty cool. I think that's a nice piece of progress right now. Should get engaged in yet another dungeon, but it's been an hour. I'm just curious usually how streaming works. You think it's enough content for tonight? You guys want me to jump in Unity to make a dungeon, or if it's exploiting your attention span too much, maybe we can I can show up again tomorrow maybe to do that if you guys are willing. So would you prefer we make this last tonight, or I can fire up the stream again tomorrow? Exactly. Perfect split between the three options. So one wants to continue tonight. Well, Well, you know what? Yeah, I think we can call it tonight for now. It's a cool little test. Seems to work. I enjoy doing this. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but it's pretty fun. It's really cool to interact with you guys, and I think tomorrow, if we start right away with in Unity, start to make a dungeon, probably my brain will be fresher as well because it takes a bit of a brain power to do all that. So, but I'm so glad to finally be able to show you what we've been working on so hard these past few months. You haven't heard from us in a while, so it's awesome to catch up and be able to finally share what's going on. Past few months have had a lot of action, so we couldn't focus on multiple things. So, but now mainly it's on. It's on. We're back in the game full time on this for at least a year. We're financing this project ourselves, so it's all self-funded. So for sure, for at least a year, we'll be able to work on this dream project. And if you guys are along for the ride, man, it will be an absolute honor. I think it's the best part. The one that I enjoy the most is talking with the community and taking feedback and creating stuff together and testing and debugging and laughing and drinking and. Yeah, it's great that you're still around. I was really confused. Yeah, it was confusing for sure. It's not my type to just vanish like that for sure, but circumstances. I like what you got going on so far. I'll try catching more streams if you run into any streams or Discord related questions. Yeah, that's great. As you know, I'm a noob at this, so I may ask for advice every once in a while. As you can see, I got some cool colorful lights set up, so I guess I'm officially a streamer now. My dog has woken up. Hey Loki, tu dire allô? Salut Pitou! Super happy. Ay, tatoy. Tatoy. Oh yeah, you're pretty good with Twitch, Killbot. Yeah, I might go and ask for advice. Official Twitch streamer. I got the hang of it pretty quick, but I love watching stream as well. So even more so when I'm showing my own games, man. How awesome is that? It's really so cool. So yeah, I'll log in again tomorrow. I like to do this. I think it's good that I do this regularly. So as long as I got content and I'm not too bored of it, I guess I'll show up. I'm doing this full time, so I'm waiting for my girlfriend to go to sleep and then fire up the live stream. Alright guys, I think that's gonna be it then. Thank you all so much again for being here. This is Dungeons of Atonement. We're working hard to provide a demo for March, so stick around. We'll stay active on the channel. We're super happy to interact with you guys, so feel free to message us and question us with anything. So we're doing this for you, but so that's a great purpose, I think. Very awesome. Definitely liking the ideas I'm seeing. Thank you. We're trying to be a little bit outside of the box with everything that we do. It was nice to catch you. I hope you had a great rest of your night. Yeah, I'm gonna go play a little bit of Black Flag. I wanna play some pirate game a little bit. Thanks, take care. You too, Knup. The ride would be a glorious one, Killbot. Yeah, but I hope you stick with us for it. I think it's gonna be really fun, and can't wait to celebrate with you guys once we get our publisher deal signed sometime this spring. So, how awesome would that be? All right, guys, I'm gonna head off. Thanks again. I don't want to go. I want to stick around, but no, I think it's good. 1 hour is fine. And stick around. We're gonna do this again tomorrow if you guys are there. See you guys. Bye bye.